Imagine a flaring checkout light, the perfect holiday pitch. Open our store card today and get 20% off your purchase. The clerk smiles, the cart looks lighter, and the offer feels like instant savings. That short moment, the checkout siren, is the exact spot where long-term money decisions are won or lost. Store credit cards are brilliantly designed to trigger that immediate yes. They promise instant discounts, extra points, and exclusive financing. But behind the slick pitch, there are real costs. Sky-high interest rates, narrow usage, and promotional traps that can blow up your finances if you slip. The question is simple but heavy. Does the reward outweigh the risk for your situation? The promise and the hidden cost. First, the cold fact about how expensive many store cards are. Private label retail credit cards, the ones you can use only at a retailer or its affiliates, typically carry much higher APRs than general purpose cards. Recent regulatory and industry surveys show retail card APRs often average above 30%, far higher than typical consumer cards. This isn't an urban legend, it's measurable market reality. Why are rates so high? Two reasons. Retailers accept more applicants to capture more sales, and they price the product to make profit from customers who carry balances. The card is designed to be a revenue engine. They'll give you a discount today because the economics work if you pay months of high interest later. That's the trade-off. Beyond the APR, store cards come with unique traps. Deferred interest promos that sound like free financing but are conditional. If you don't pay the full promised balance by the end of the promo, you may be billed retroactive interest on the entire original amount, not just the remaining balance. That one rule has ruined many smart deals. Narrow redemption and limited acceptance. Many store cards only work at one chain. You can't use points for other travel or cashback. So the value of points is restricted and often lower than headline numbers. High minimums to earn bonus rewards. Offers that require steep spend thresholds to unlock the real value often push shoppers to spend beyond their means. But store cards do have legitimate benefits when used the right way. If you already shop a retailer heavily, the store card's immediate discount or elevated earn rate on that store can beat general purpose rewards. Also, some store-branded co-branded cards, the open-loop ones on Visa, MasterCard networks, offer more flexible value. They're often better than closed-loop private label cards. And yes, responsibly used, a store card can build credit by adding a positive trade line to your file. The key is responsible, meaning pay in full, on time, every time. Let's translate those dynamics into the impact on your credit score. The thing most viewers care about under the gloss of deals. A store card affects your score through the same levers as any revolving account. Payment history. Late payments on a store card damage your score immediately and heavily. Payment history is the single largest scoring factor. Credit utilization. A store card increases your available credit. Good if you keep balances low, but also offers temptation to carry balances. New credit and inquiries. Applying for a store card triggers a hard inquiry, which can knock a few points off your score temporarily. Multiple applications in a short window add up. Account mix and age. A long-standing store card can help mix and age, but a newly opened card reduces your average account age initially. Experian and the bureaus lay out these mechanics clearly. The net effect depends entirely on how you use the card. To make this concrete, consider an empirical example drawn from industry data. A person carrying a $1,600 store card balance at a 30% APR will pay roughly $270 in interest over 12 months if they don't reduce the balance. That's real money eaten by high rates. If that person instead used a general purpose card or paid cash, the arithmetic changes dramatically. Experian's retail card study shows these balances and interest burdens are concentrated among consumers with already fragile scores, so the cost compounds. So what does the responsible viewer do at checkout when the store card pitch comes up? Here's the short strategic checklist you should memorize. Ask 2 questions before saying yes. What is the APR after any promo? And is the discount worth opening a new account? Read for deferred interest language. If the offer says, no interest if paid in 12 months, be explicit. What happens if I miss one payment? Or if it posts late? Only apply if you can pay the balance in full during the promo, if you're relying on a promo, or if your usual monthly habits will keep utilization under 10 to 20%. Prefer co-branded open-loop cards over private label cards when possible. They usually have better rates and more flexibility. Don't let discounts cause overspend. Treat the offer as a coupon, not permission to buy. There's one more practical reality. Because store cards are easy to obtain and marketed at checkout, they're often targeted at people building credit. That can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, issuers are more willing to approve those with thin files, so a store card can start your credit history. On the other hand, The high APRs make any carried balance expensive. If you're building credit, safer options exist. Secured cards, small credit union cards, or thin file starter cards that report broadly but don't carry the punitive APRs store cards do. This saves the story. Store cards are powerful tools for repeat shoppers who can pay in full, but they're dangerous for anyone likely to carry a balance or chase discounts beyond means. Use one deliberately and understand exactly how the promos and APRs work before you swipe yes. Decision rules. The 4 gates. Before opening a store card, you must clear 4 gates. Frequency gate. Do you shop this retailer often enough that the card's benefits will pay off? If not, decline. For most one-off purchases, the math rarely justifies a new card. Payoff gate. Can you guarantee you will pay the balance in full before any deferred interest promo expires? If no, don't apply. Deferred interest often triggers retroactive charges you can't afford. Rate gate. Is the card's regular APR acceptable if you do carry a balance? Many store cards exceed 25 to 30% APR. If your fallback plan leaves you exposed to those rates, don't take it unless the immediate savings justify the risk. Credit plan gate. Does opening the card fit your larger credit timeline? Mortgage, auto loan? If you're applying for major credit within 6 to 12 months, a new hard inquiry and reduced average age of accounts can complicate approvals. If you're planning big loan applications soon, defer. If you pass all 4 gates, the card may be worth it. If you fail any, walk away using a store card without hurting your score. If you choose to open the card, follow these operational rules that protect your score and your wallet. Treat the card as single purpose. Use it only for the retailer's purchases or for planned large buys during a known promo. Don't let it be your daily driver. Schedule pre-close payments. Issuers report balances to bureaus on or around the statement close date. Making a payment before that date reduces reported utilization and protects your score. This is the same timing hack financial pros use to manage utilization. Auto-pay the statement balance. Never pay just the minimum. Set auto-pay for the full statement balance. This avoids late fees and the catastrophic damage of retroactive deferred interest. Track promos closely. Put the promo expiration on your calendar and set multiple reminders well in advance. If your cash flow changes, pay early. Don't rely on grace. Store credit cards are a feature, not a necessity. They can be a sensible tactical tool in the right hands, but in many hands, they're an invitation to expensive debt. Approach them like a professional shopper. Know the APR, know the promo fine print, set a payment schedule, and protect your credit score with pre-close payments and full auto-pay. If you want clear, no-fluff coaching on when a store card is actually worth it for your profile, check the guidance and issuer-specific information at @wiseconsultant.com. We walk you through the exact math and the right conversational scripts for retention and downgrade calls. Wise Consulting Enterprise. We could help you in such.